Welcome to the unseen parts of Detroit, where where there are hippies that lives in the abandoned houses that have been left been forgotten by society. There's so many there's so much of Detroit that just kind of been forgotten. People think, oh, Detroit nothing but abandoned houses and crime and look at this community, man. This community has so much potential. Like, you look at all this land that we around us that look, and that they're still like there's so much. People realize that they think there's scarcity when there's so much abundance. Always dreaming of having a place of my own, a town of hobo hobby with I give every hobby to every hobo, and everybody can be inventors and creative individuals and be able to invent things, because I want to make sure that everybody realizes that just because you're different or you're unique, that you have a destiny, that is a unique purpose, and that sometimes you feel like the clouds are about ready to come down, and it sound like that everything that you've worked hard is just going to be pouring down, but sometimes these are just crying for you today. You got to wake up and realize that you got something special to give to the world. That you got to wake up and realize that you are special, you are unique, and you have a destiny. And I want to have a place for people who are dreamers to come together and have a destiny, and have hope, and have dreams, and just to build a community together, and to build this town, because this town used to be where everything was made, every car was manufactured, every idea was processed, every town, and now now it seems like that instead of trying to make something of we just buy something, we just take what they has given us.
You want to give us a tour?
So yeah, I'm sorry, this speech was a little bit fragmented because I hadn't really worked on it too much, what I was going to say.
I like the speech.
But like we all are unique individuals. We all are beautiful people. This is my bus. It's the freedom train. Because everywhere I go, people give me things for free.
Yeah.
And to help me keep this bus going. And I have done so many things that I can do for other people. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to get it going. This door is locked because you don't know who's going to come in. So right now, this is the bus. Well, there's a little messy in there. But I'm trying to get it cleaned up. It's a lot hard. When you got everything in such a small area, everything you got to have to sustain not yourself, but whoever you can pick up. I have. This is a hammock. This is a bed. This is a bunk bed. So I can sleep 10 people on this bus.
Wow.
10 people. I can pick up. So like, common thing I do is I pick up 10 people, 10 homeless people, 10 people that are traveling, that need a place to go, and I help them get them where they need to go, not just physically, but mentally. But spiritually, I help them take them to their destinies and help them come to terms with their destiny. And people really underestimate me when they really meet me. They're really like, oh, you're just another damn handicapped homeless person. Whatever, here's $1,
Are you handicapped?
Yeah, I'm a person with disability. I've been handicapped my whole life. I've been since I was 2 years old. I've been suffering from TBI. That's one of the things I do is I recognize that just because that's another thing is that I'll help people that are different and unique to overcome their problems. And it doesn't even matter if you have disabilities or you're artists, because or you're black or you're white. The fact that you're different, that so, and that's what I do. Hey dear, you might be a little bit aggressive. You want to try to get him some treats?
Yeah, sure. How'd you find this guy?
I bought him with a flower.
Yeah.
I bought him with just a little bit of love. You know, people don't underestimate the power of love and understanding, you know, and how powerful that can be, you know.
Yeah.
And that, like, so, you know, I'm always trying to go out and try to make money and make a living, you know. And I used to sell flowers in my hometown, you know. I used to go to every bar and I used to try to sell flowers and make a living, you know. And and that was really frowned upon for some reason. That, like, for somebody that didn't have like a quote unquote, like, if you didn't have a business license or you didn't really have a traditional type of business, a lot of people really frown upon like people like that, you know.
Right.
So what happened was I was getting kicked out of one of these bars by a bartender doing a music festival in my hometown, and they realized that, like, I walked by the bar owner and I handed the bar owner a flower on the way out while I was getting kicked out, to him and his date at the time, and the bar owner reached in his pocket, pulled out $100 bill. I mean, that's a lot for me, you know. That wasn't very much for him, you know. He had a pretty good sized bar, and he handed it to me. He said, "Do something special with this, man. Don't lose it. Like, make sure you hold on to it." And I'm like, okay. That $100 bill I was able to buy deer at the same music festival. He was I bought him for a traveling festival from a petting zoo. More people are like, oh, this goat belonged on a farm. It's a fifth generation petting zoo. It was brought over here from Africa to be in petting zoos. It was bred by people that own petting zoos to be petting zoo goats. So this, like, the type is a pygmy goat. Its only purpose is for pets and entertainment.
Did he live on the bus with you?
Yeah, he lives on the bus. He travels the country with me.
Oh man, that's incredible.
And I have, you know, I've been alone most of my life. I've been with a goat. You know, a lot of people like don't quite understand me. Like, oh wow, you smell like a goat.
Nah, you don't smell like a goat.
Yeah, I smell. You know, you smell like a goat. You're a little stinky.
He smells like a goat.
You're a little messy. You smell like a goat. I'm like, well, you know, yeah, you know, we all at least my problems are on the outside. At least my problems are here for the world to see, and sometimes that's the first thing that people see. But, like, most people have problems that they hide behind. They try to clean themselves up. They wear a suit and tie. They try to make themselves. They button up the suit and ties, and they like, oh, you know, that, you know, they got something to prove, you know. And they have a lot of things that in their lives that maybe a lot more, you know, skeletons in the closet than maybe I do.